And that's the tea.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing Dina, Soul Steeper, an original Strixhaven commander that is going to be gaining life and losing life. Whenever we gain a life, Dina causes our opponent to lose a life, which allows us to do an infinite combo with the cards Exquisite Blood or Bloodthirsty Conqueror. In this deck, we are trying to tutor to those two cards, get them into play, and then either cause our opponent to lose life or us to gain life to kick off the combo. This deck is full of tutors, ways to force our opponents to discard and protect our combo. And if one of our pieces happens to get removed, we actually have backups. We have Veto and the Enduring Tenacity as backups for Dina. And because there's two options here at 5 mana, one of which is a creature, one of which is not, we have multiple ways to tutor for it, including ways to tutor it directly into play or reanimate it. If our opponent is playing tons of counter spells, we can protect ourselves with Cavern of Souls and Destiny Spinner, and of course we can just take lots of non-creature spells out of our opponent's hand and graveyard with a Thought Distortion. In this deck, the name of the game is staying alive just long enough to pull off the combo, or draining your opponent one life at a time through other life gain means. So let's take Dina into the queue and start seeping a couple combo cards. Ratadraic of Urborg. This is another combo commander I'm up against, and this combo is a little strange because it wants to be killing its creatures repeatedly, oftentimes playing things that get tempted by the ring to make the non-legendary token copies legendary once again, and then have them sacrifice themselves, whether they're using Nazgul, which don't have that built-in sacrifice, or Samwise, who does. There's a lot of redundancies in Ratadraic. Lots of easy ways to do it. You just then need a way to drain your opponent. And that's exactly what I'm going to expect from them. Only have one black source. I'm going to use this for Inquisition of Kozilek. See what they got. It's Nazgul, Woe Striders. There's the sacrifice outlet. There's the Tempted by the Ring, and a Weatherlight completed. I'm going to hit the Nazgul. I'm sure they have ways to reanimate it, but at least it's not there now. Oh, I'm sorry. Sam isn't the one with the built-in sack. Yeah, it's Boromir I was thinking of. I'm just gonna speedrun tactics, try to get a land, and start bonking and conking. Oh, hiya, Yara. That's a land. We take it. That's going to get me my second black mana, so we can play Bloodthirsty Conqueror. I will swing in. They cannot block both of these. They're like, oh, you just had it. I just kind of had it. I've had some really lucky opening hands. Like this one. GG. Kefka, Court Mage, is going to be making both players discard and drawing cards based on the number of card types discarded. This is also a great way to do either discard synergy, which is lower powered but very fun, or Grixis Control, which is always a strong strategy. I'm going to check out their hand. It should give me a bit of insight into their deck. It is 120% Control. Nobody else would be running that. Here, I'll play a Dina. Kabambo. Hi, Dina. This triggers both on entering and attacking. So it's the type of card that's like, it's good no matter what it's doing. You can also transform it, but I feel like Kefka doesn't really get transformed very often. There's no reason to transform it, so people won't. I'm gonna try to cast this Grim Tutor to look for one of the combo pieces, or alternately, something like Thought Distortion to hit their hand. Of these two, I think Exquisite Blood is going to be better against their colors. Grixis, notably not the colors of removal for this. Oh, Tidebinder! Nice card to flash out. Sadly, I swung right into it, so that is a free kill. I'll play a Tireless Provisioner. A land. A treasure. And we pass. We already know that they can bring out Kefka next turn. An uncounterable Kefka. I'm going to drop a sorcery. They could drop something that has multiple types. Nope, just a land. So they do draw 2 here. Killing Kefka. Is there a circumstance where you choose food over treasure for the provisioner? In this deck, yes. Because this deck sometimes needs to just gain life off to the side, which food can do. It's not what I'm doing right now, but it is a thing I can do in this deck to synergize with the commander. I'm trying to take cards out of my own hand right now because they have discard in the command zone. And hopefully I can set up the combo for this turn. Perfect. All right, so we're going to name Druid, because she is a Dryad Druid. I will actually name food here. Speaking of which, food. An uncounterable Dina. An uncounterable Dina. It's a Dina. She can't be countered. I top decked that. I didn't plan this. I promise I did not plan this. All right. I will go to combat with the Tireless Provisioner. And pass. I pretty much need to hold this until I feel they're the least likely to be able to stop it. Lining up as many alternate ways to win all at the same time as I can. So Dina's swinging in. She deals a damage. It kicks off the combo. If they had played a piece of removal, we would eat the food in response. If they had flashed out a blocker, Shoulder's Edict. Yum yum, tasty tasty, we win the game. Okay, well we will win the game when the... Okay, Bitter Triumph. Oh, I like how them paying the life also kicks that off. Yeah, that works. Paying life off the Scalding Tarn also would have kicked it off. It's going, we're waiting, it's comboing. At least this, as far as the infinite combos go, is pretty fast. It's faster than, like, the Valtray Lasara even, because there's no scry in the middle. Very convenient. GG, Kefka. The infamous Cruel Claw casts cards for free when he hits ya. But you do have to discard in order to enable it. Not that that's a major price to pay when the spell is free. This is also a menacing creature, which means that it's a menace. It's hard to block. It's going to be difficult to deal with anything except for a kill spell. Hopefully I can find one. Since I don't need to use my tutor for the combo, it's already in my hand. I'm so ready. I'm gonna hit him with the haymaker. Haywire Might could be quite good against them because even though this has Menace, I've run into a lot of Cruel Claws that run equipment to help make them even less blockable, give them haste, things like that. I'll play the... I feel like just going for Dina. They're so likely to have, like, oodles of removals. Yeah, sure. Play it early. Some versions of Cruel Claw only run one spell in the deck and they're just trying to cheese them out. You can tell this is not one of those because they played a Shattered Skull Smashing. You almost never see that in Brawl. Like that specific version of the deck. Alright, I'm gonna bop. I will hit the ramp. That gains me some life, so Dina will hurt them. Alright, neat. I'll play the Mortuary. Another land is good for me. And a turn. Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Interesting. That just discards and draws. Eventually it'll flip over and give them Discover. Okay, Emrakul, Carnosaur, Grenzo. I'll just hit the Emrakul for now. Me and my grave expectations. Assembling the team. What would be helpful here? Probably protection. If they go for their graveyard, like reanimating those, I can exile 3. Oh, no, that's just Sheoldred. I'm not able to play this and enact the combo this turn, so I think it's better for me to play Enduring Tenacity and just chill, hope for one more land, and then do it the next turn. They gain some life. It's just Sheoldred, you guys. Okay. It dies, but it comes back. I take 4. I draw. Oh no, it hurts so bad. Play it as a land. Here's the Conqueror. They didn't leave themselves with a blocker, but we had 2 other ways to trigger it anyway. And the combo kicks off. We gain, we drain, we gain, we drain, we drain, we gain, we gain, we drain. It's asking me to order them. I can turn off. I can turn on auto order in order to make this go faster. I could just mash spacebar. Or they could concede and save me the trouble. GG. Xanithar, Guild Kingpin. Gemstone Caverns. I'm going first. What are you doing here? I have one of my combo pieces, so I am keeping this hand. But against Xanithar, I have to expect counter spells, kill spells, and discard spells, because even though this is a crime commander, it is usually backed up by a hearty amount of control. Especially at 6 mana, they need to protect themselves and ramp until they get to Xanithar. Xanithar, once he's out, though, he's a great way to, like, prevent people countering your spells and just steal spells off the top of your opponent's stack. I want the Farseek before the Settle, because ideally I want the Settle to grab a permanent on 5 to get the other piece. I'll grab the Surveil land here. What do we got on top? Man Tower. I'll take a land, and I'll swing in for 2. I'm ramping. I'll actually just throw down the Exquisite Blood right now. They can usually bounce permanents in their colors. Midnight Clock is very good at that. Like, just giving them 1 blue mana. But this being an enchantment is harder for them to remove. So I landed it when I felt I had the chance. They can still bounce it, but there are fewer bounce spells than there are counter spells available to them. Now I can try to play Dina here. Like, we know it's not going to resolve the first time, but we got more tries. I'm trying to remember if I have a 6 mana permanent in this deck. Well, I should actually let it go to the graveyard just for this. Let's find out. I know I have a 7. It's Virtue. Virtue of Persistence. Which gains life. Oh, doesn't matter. That's also getting countered. Well, small cuts add up. I'll use the Exquisite Blood Scavenging Ooze to get a little bit more damage in. You read her name as Diva. Dina's like very much not a diva. She's like humble and kind of like an outcast from her own group, but like she wants to help because her grove of dryads got like blighted. She's neat. What happened? Oh, I got collectively brutalized. Collective Brutality takes out my creature and the Bitter Triumph from my hand. Now they have 4 blue up here. Am I going for it again? Yes, I am. Wait until they do something. There we go. Well, I have a Cling to Dust, and I have a creature in my graveyard. So we do that. I gain 3 life. So they lose a life. So I gain a life. So I lose a life. So I gain a life. So lose a life, gain a life, lose a life, gain a life, gain, lose, lose, gain, gain, lose, lose, gain. Should have saved the counter spells. But they didn't. So we get to do the thing. Just give it a second. At least it happens automatically. Automagically. Almost done. Excellent work. GG, Xanithar. Terra, Herald of Hope, is a lot like Alacia, going to be swinging in, but with flying, and reanimating small creatures from the graveyard, or at least creatures with low power. I do have some graveyard hate in here. I have some creature hate, too. I'll keep this hand. I guess I'll just play my little gain land first. They're in Mardu colors, though, so they'll have access to a lot of good removal. Some of which is stapled to the creatures that you can reanimate, like Speedbrood Stalker, Ravenous Chupacabra. Those are both good targets for Terra. Also, turn 0 ramp. We love that for them. What did they exile? Garblin Bombardment? I think I just hold the Sheoldred's Edict. Faithless Luton, putting things in the graveyard. Yeah, I don't feel terrible about, like, self-milling off Witherbloom command. But if I can hit something, I would like to. Alright, they got an Overlord of Baelmerk in their graveyard. If I get to 5 mana, the 3rd chapter of this can also reanimate that, which is pretty nice. Kind of surprised they would discard that, since they could have played it off their remaining mana. Target a player, me, target an opponent, them. Oop. Sorry, that Buddha Boop was from me. I wonder if this is being reprieved or tithed or something. Probably not. So it's a Witherbloom command. Oh, it is a reprieve. Nice, with the new Omen Paths art. Sometimes my computer just really wants to booty boop at me. Oh, a Speedbrood Stalker. I'm putting that in a graveyard. Awesome though it is, I have plenty of other pieces of removal here. Sunbillow Verge, they've got enough mana. I wonder if they also have a protective spell here. Ooh, Phoenix! They couldn't have cast it there, but that's still so cool. I will ask if they can be gone, be rid of this. Reprieve is a really good way to, like, buy yourself a turn. I'm just gonna do the thing I was going to do before. I mill. You do that. We do this. Some of these, some of those. Take command tower. Don't need to be fetching. And I milled Binding Damnation. Alright, neat. If I had milled, like, the combo creature, I could always bring it back off Virtue. Human! And Necromancy. Okay. Bringing back Terra, I assume, and then enchanting it with the Phoenix to give it haste. Also +2/+2. But then they won't be able to reanimate because they won't have 2 mana. They're doing it anyway. Going for Terra. Ooh, they milled a Croxa. But there's also nothing for them to reanimate. Right. I totally pay attention. There's a Cling to Dust now. Nice. I could go for Cruelty of Gix. That is a slow way for me to get to my combo, which could result in my death. I think it's better for me to go like Dina, Cling. If you're wondering why I play Dina first, it's to make them lose a little life. Yippee. I could wait for them to target something, but they have the mana, I think. Oh no, they were off by 1 for the mana. Being able to hit that. I could also hit her here, but that doesn't do anything. It just makes them lose 1 life. It makes it look like I have a kill spell, though. Yeah, I keep forgetting Necromancy got added. This is a really weird reanimation spell. I'm actually surprised they didn't Necromancy their Overlord, and then with the Overlord hit the Terra to replay it. Ooh, they can bring back this nasty cat. Terra bonks. For 2 mana. They're not paying 2 mana. Okay, Grief. You have many choices. A Virtue, Cruelty, or Thought Distortion. And for Cruelty of Gix, they don't want me reanimating, and they don't want me tutoring. Then they're gonna blink. Oh, and do it again. Hello, Grief. Welcome back. Really? Thought Distortion? I mean, like, I get that you can bring it back. I will hit the Grief. But now I have the Cling to Dust active. And Terra does target. So I should be able to cling it. Cling whatever they target. Rebound! Hey, you want to blink, Terra? Yeah, you do. You do. You do. You definitely do. What? What do you mean? Necromancy would go away. It don't mean a thing if they don't got that. Cling! Who do you hit? Anybody? Nobody? They don't know what's left in my hand, but they do know I have the Cling to Dust. I can only use it once right now. Do I think I would still use it to hit Faithful Suiting and draw a card here? Yeah, maybe. These two work really nicely together. All right, wait until they're done surveilling. Where's that little loot riot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are cards that I can't really bring back. Draw 1. This is Windswept Heath. These two can trigger. And I could do something else. I'm just gonna Virtue. Thin to deck, Virtue. When they reanimate, Celeste will buff all their creatures. But I want to steal the creature. I want to steal things. I probably want to take Overlord. Or Speedbrood from my own graveyard. Speedbrood's so good. Ooh, Flage! They do have Flage reanimation mana. That's 9 damage. They pay 2? They do not pay 2? Bro, why is Terra even your commander? Is Retreater gonna grab, like, Loran or something? Oh my god, it's Loran to smash my virtue! Aww. Now I just gotta, like, top deck combo pieces. Don't worry about it. It flayed, so they can't use it pre-combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, you know, I should have gone for a basic on that. Unless I could use it twice. A Bitter Triumph on Dina. Move my commanders to the command zone. Yes, I could use it for fuel for that, but I'm not going to. They will go to combat. They mill. She flies. She already had flying. After she's declared as an attacker, I will discard to kill Terra. This way the Phoenix wouldn't have been able to attack on its own. So weird. Bye, Necromancy. I'm not dead yet. It's just close. You gonna replay Terra? You got the mana. And now I am straight up out of gas. GG, Terra. I'm sad you, like, didn't actually reanimate with Terra, but still. Oh, a Solly dude. Yeah, this is like a very blinky deck, too. They're swinging, and we're dying. GG. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods, sacrifices all their lands and brings them all back. She's a huge bear. She's got reach, vigilance, and she's also just like mono green ramp, which, did you know mono green ramp is good? Sounds fake, I know, but it is true. Mono green ramp is good. This hand, I'm likely going to be ramping myself, playing Delighted Halfling, Settle the Wilds to get an additional land, hoping I get more green mana so I can excuse them from their horrible gameplay. Why did they put exploration in this format? Ugh. Ooh, hold up. I have this feeling that my opponent is playing fetch lands. What do you guys think? Yay or nay, fetch lands? I added this in because so many of my opponents were searching for mana. Don't crack it yet. Thank you. I'll bring out my commander. Not so fast, Lumra. When you go to search your library, I go to search your library. Yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to choose a forest. It's mine now. They have 4 mana. We know they have a Scoot Swarm and a Spelunking over here. And a Spelunk. It only costs 2 mana because of Emerald Medallion. Found a land. They are able to cast Lumra next turn. Oh, you know I'm sicko. You know I'm always going sicko mode. Bug. Bug, bug, bug. Bug, 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 bug. Black mana. Green mana. This guy, that guy, the other guy. Unfortunately, I can't fully, because I should have done this in the other order. Oh, whoops. I can't fully interact with the Lumra ability. I can only hit the things that were in there before the ramp. Yeah, this is my Agent Venom. My opposition agent. So, like, I can hit the Prismatic Vista. I don't mind them having another green source. Bug. Yeah, one of the roughest parts about Lumra is how easily it replaces its own ramp. Like, genuinely, Lumra, especially with like a Rogue's Patch that's big and unblockable, is just like, yeah, it always refunds its mana cost if your deck is built around it. They now also have loads of extra mana. Oh my god, they hit 3 on there! That's rough for me. Many a ping. Can't kill me next turn, though, because I got that one thing. I'll play the One Ring. Protect. Draw. Ooh, Deathrite Shaman. I do like Deathrite Shaman. It's hard to be racing against the bugs, though. This will cause them to lose a life. They will be able to start gaining life also, if they would really like to. Ah, Bristly Bill. Going to turn landfall into creature growth and can double up counters, but there's no creatures here. With counters already on them. Alright, Scoos. Get him. Number go up, so number go down. If I missed this by 1, by the way, because I'd misordered things before, that's on me. Thought Distortion does nothing here, so we're just going to draw. Oh, whoops. I would have kept that there. Enduring Tenacity is another Dina-like effect. I'm going to channel the Kami of Bamboo Groves. Going to be a big bill. Yes, it is. Which is why my priority here is killing it. It's not what I want to do. It's what I think I should do. It's like that or the Provisioner. I actually think the Provisioner is going to be my my choice here. Before they get a landfall. Or I can hold the Baleful for it. Okay, I'm just gonna chill. I can survive a little bit here. I'm not playing this yet either. I just have to hope that like they get fetch lands and then opposition agents just like mine for me. This is for me. I hope it's a fetch. You can still play it, just don't fetch it. Okay, so that is an Arid Archway. They're putting it on Lumra. I can also exile Lumra if she's swinging in for lethal. Yeah. Search your library, please. Lumra cannot be blocked! Yum yum. Creature from graveyard. I guess that's 2 life if I do it with you. Now we're in second main. Kablamo. Lumra. Not that it really matters. Just slows them down attacks-wise for a turn. Doesn't let them play it again that turn. Unless they find a haste enabler. You want meat hook from the top? I don't have one of those. I got one of those, though. Not bad. Probably not what I'm doing, though. Because I still have a turn that I can survive against the onslaught of bugs. Bugs. Ooh, actually, Enduring Tenacity first. To make number go up, to make number go down. We love when numbers go both up and down. Numbers go up, so numbers go down. You do treasure or food. I'm going to be going for treasure here. They milled 2 cards. It is a Burgeoning and a Sylvan Scrying. Oh, we're sitting here. Hi, Lumra. Alright, so currently no land, so there's no reason for me to try to hit things in their graveyard yet. They hit... Oh, a fetch land! An automatic fetching land! Yeah, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff here. They cannot, like, choose not to sacrifice this. Yeah, go through the stack. Yay! That's another land for me! This is fine. I made this. Yep. A lot of bugs. I'm, in fact, being bugged. Nature's Rhythm also lets them tutor this turn for Craterhoof Behemoth, assuming they are running it and winning the game. There is not much I could do there. Okay, they didn't do it before I got priority, so I'm going to hit that. That was weird. But cool. They can now search again. Could have searched with the charm itself. Yeah, I was thinking, like, yeah, you search there. Okay, what did they find? Oh, you sure? Who are you targeting? Oh, right, I had Opposition Agent. I forgot. One sec. Green, right? Yeah. I keep forgetting I have, like, a super busted creature. Couldn't tutor without it out. I forgot! It's a good card, isn't it? So do you think they'll swing with everything here? If I were them, I would. but they ain't me and I ain't they. I could, like, hope for top deckins. I can hit, like, a few more lands. It doesn't really matter because they could just do that again. They don't have lethal this turn. No, they don't. That's fine. I don't care. Thanks for using up your treasures. Okay, lose 3. Oh, actually, maybe with the 1 ring, they would have had lethal. I forgot we have that. Oh, well, that's convenient. I got a Pajuka Bog, so I'm not going to play that this turn. Their hand's empty. It's just me doing the life gain to do the life drain. I'm trying to see if I have lethal off, like, playing creatures here. I don't think I do. Because I gain 1 off that. Possibly if I kept the Skoos alive, sacrificing my own creatures, I had lethal this turn. I didn't think that far ahead. Welcome to Amy playing Magic. Exile that graveyard, lands included. Bird. And I'm probably going to be, after they play Lumra, besaging the Road's Passage. They mill, they mill, they mill. Is that Altenac? Huh, cool. Scape Shift and Vigorous Farming. I'm going to turn this land into a slightly more different land. It's a basic. I guess I could have done that last turn before the exile. Oh, I didn't think about it. Ooh, I could have also forced them to tutor while I had the guy out. Oh yeah, that could have been neat. Where's me combo pieces? Found one. Alright, do I have anything here that would gain me a life or make them lose life? Yes. Okay, Bloodthirsty Conqueror. But I would need a way to kill you and buff this. I'm 1 mana off from being able to do it. Dang it. If you're wondering what I was thinking is like, oh, I could kill it with the Fell the Profane and then get 1 damage in with this. Off by 1. I could look for Assemble. Or I could just set up redundancies in my combo. Alright, Lumra. You got it? They don't got it. GG. Azusa lost but seeking. Azusa is going to be playing so many lands a turn, eventually making it so they can replay lands from the graveyard. For example, Strip Mine, and then stripping us of everything we know and love, like our lands, our resources. Oh, and also casting big things if they're just focused on ramping, because you could play 2 additional lands each turn. Devourer of Destiny, they look at their top cards. Let's see what gets exiled here. They exiled Overlook, Fungus, and Temple. So yeah, definitely playing lots of Eldrazi, like that one. I don't think that I want the turn 1 Duress. I think a turn 2 Duress and Farseek will be better. Better fetching. Gotta have that mono green landfall action. People are asking, is this more strip mine nonsense? Yes. Almost certainly. Oh my goodness, and what card are they gonna get? So see, I could have head for that. It was actually Ancient Tomb, so they can play the Azusa this turn. I wonder if they already have strip mine available. Okay, they have Dust Bowl, which is similar. And it's also a little harder for me to deal with just with my deck how it is. I will kill Azusa and duress them. I'll duress them first. Hey, what you got? Hey, what you got? I might actually be going for Farseek. Okay, if Emrakul and Devourer. Because I have the Conqueror in hand. Right now, this is just having them replay their commander next turn rather than Dust Bowl me. Hopefully. I was considering, like, do I want to go for Farseek? Next turn, hopefully I can double spell and then line up for this. So there's Ice Till. Ice Till is going to let them play additional lands and replay from the graveyard. Thinning their deck, but their graveyard becomes a second hand for lands. And since this lets them play additional and this lets them play even more additional, it is going to rapidly cut me off from resources once they start using that Dust Bowl. Yeah, this is such a crazy card. It works so well with so many different things. Here's Dina. And a Farseek. Yeah, for me, getting to 5 mana is going to be the problem. Removal is less of an issue with decks like Azusa. So protective spells like Revitalizing Repast, which also doubles as a land, is tough. So let's say they use Dust Bowl here. They could actually sacrifice the Dust Bowl to use it multiple times in a turn, since otherwise it would be tapped and they can't. But they have the ability to cut me off from 2, which would stop me from killing them with the Conqueror Dina combo. Devourer of Destiny. Oh, right, that is removal on cast. Why did I think you were one of the ones with Annihilator? Probably because in my head I'm always thinking, Annihilator? I hardly know her. Unfortunately, I think this Emrakul might be able to come out next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's off by 1. So I will play the Bloodthirsty Conqueror. And I actually have a way to trigger the combo in hand, assuming these 2 are alive, that doesn't require me to have any mana. Yeah, oh, right, that's true. If they use the Tomb here, they die. Or the Fetch land. Because the combo's lined up. Nice. It's helpful when you have the combo in opening hand. Stella Lee, wild card. Actually has some infinite combos, tapping and untapping, going wild with, Active Treason type effects. Let's see what I've got here. I got a little ramp, some graveyard hate, hand hate. I'll keep this. So I will throw down just for turn 1. Am I feeling ramp or I'm thinking hand hate? I'm thinking turn 1 ramp. Get me that colorless mana. Oh, yummy, yummy. Show me your secrets. Yeah, this Stella Lee lets you, like, copy things. So if you have certain copy pingers, that's what goes infinite. Think to Super, Ral, Flame of Anor, and Key to the Archive. I'll hit Rawl. I'm gonna save that when I'm going to play the commander. Stella Lee is one of those commanders I actually meant to build and just never got around to it. She's cool. I think she's supposed to be like Twisted Fate. Magic the Gathering's allowed to have Twisted Fate, too. Mana. Mana. Mana, mana, mox. Yeah, they've only made a few legendary creatures recently. It's crazy that I could have missed some. Soldier's Edict, take it out. Name Druid. We have multiple Druids, but only one Dryad. At least I think there's only one Dryad in the deck. And swing for 1. They're very much going to be able to interrupt the combos in this deck. Flame of Anor, Sink into Stupor, all of those are very good at, like, bouncing things. So here's another Stormy type card. Brawl, Monsoon Mage, discounts your instants and sorceries. And also can turn into a Planeswalker, but only if you win the coin flip, because he's having a very bad day. By which I mean the day that Brawl got a spark sure is a day that he got cheated on and stabbed. Not by Tomic, it was by his, like, weird poet boyfriend. I don't remember the guy's name. Jerky McJerkface. I want to steal. Yeah, I want to steal. Tutors. Autos. Ataxias. I'm, like, never gonna get to that. I solve the equation! What do I even solve for? Thought distortion? If I had more mana, maybe. You know what? I could actually get Agadeems. It's a land. I mean, it does get me a land for next turn. I want to do Thought Distortion. Boop. Yeah, we have so many legendary creatures coming out every year. It's a little overwhelming. Ah, Time Warp. Yeah, hit him in the face. What's the most recent update we have about Chandra and Nissa? Chandra participated in the Aether Drift race, the Grand Prix, and lost. That's it. Didn't get a spark for Nissa. We don't even know if, like, the Aether Spark actually gives you planeswalking powers. It is never, like, overtly stated. Just like, well, it might give you your spark back. And it's like, or it might just let you planeswalk twice. What if the Thran had a Grand Prix and they named it the Thran Prix? Is that what March of the Machines actually was? Saying Dina likes coffee. Dina likes tea. She's very teed up. Yeah, she's a soul steeper. She makes healing teas. I assume also poisonous teas. Thank you so much, Napthea, though, for the 2-month resub. I've been drinking tea this whole time. Got a pot of it, except now it's empty. There's still some in the glass. They are rifting Dina back into my hand. I guess they're just trying to, like, use up the spells because they're like, oh, they have a Thought Distortion. Yeah, I have a Thought Distortion. Ooh. Dina. Blood Artist. And I'm just digging up for a land. Because I have another tutor in hand. The Archdruid's Charm. Oh, they got an extra turn? Wait, do they have 7 mana? 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, but they only have to pay 5 mana, right? Because the copy costs 2 less. Is that a no? Yeah, Kefnet lets you copy if you draw a instant or sorcery. Actually, it costs 3 less. Yeah, so they're taking an extra turn. Because they cleave this, they do not lose the game at the end of that turn. Hi, Brawl. You gonna kill Blood Artist? You gonna kill both of them? Okay, technically I can sacrifice one, but since I can't sacrifice both, I don't have a way from stopping them from drawing a card. Doesn't matter. Ping pong! Lose loads of life there. Thank you, Dina. Appreciate you, Dina. Now, I think you leave that back, not on this turn, but on the second turn if you don't get an additional extra turn card. Key to the Archive has the chance of getting them yet another extra turn card. So far, I have not seen any cards that combo with Stella Lee, but we had seen the Tutor and taken that out.
Testing is ahead of schedule.
Okay, they did get Time Warp off of this. I am turn by turn being blasted by this Kefnet. And they hit another extra turn off the top. Wow, that's frustrating because not only can they cast it once off Kefnet, they can cast it again.
Slinging spells is so easy.
Okay, that's 8 more damage. And here I thought you were going to be spell slinging, not just taking extra turns. Shows what I know. Good game, Stella Lee. You sure did have extra turn cards. Lots of them. You done? Attack me. Okay, they're being rude. Bye, Stella Lee. Gyruda, Doom of Depths, is going to mill both players and try to get, well, even costed cards from their graveyard. I will start with Ramp, Birds of Paradise. I also have a Dark Ritual for even more Ramp. Yay, Ramp. Hurrah. They probably also have some, like, clone spells, so they can keep doing Gyruda things, blink spells. Typically you see also just, like, kill and counter spells, because they're in Dimir colors. But not too many, because then you wouldn't have as many things to do with Gyruda. Dimir Signet. Also, you got a Ramp, because it does cost 6 mana. Behold! A Shold! Drid. Is Shelly. As they draw cards, they will lose life. As I draw cards, I will gain life. Good way to trigger Dina. A Toxic Deluge? Okay. There's nothing I can really do about this, so I will let all 3 creatures die. I will see what your thoughts are like. What are you thinking about? Okay, there's a clone. There's a trigger doubler. There's a end step doubler. The kill spell. Okay. Dina. Again. I just gotta, like, top deck combo pieces. Easy. Right? Yeah, easy. Alright, so this will force them to bounce either my commander or the Exquisite Blood. Just top deck your combo pieces. Easy. I would personally hit Dina, even though she's less mana. Unless my deck is, like, chock full of counter spells. Now, like, we know they have the Cyclonic Rift, though. Let me in. They're going for the Exquisite Blood. All right. They feel probably pretty confident that they can build up multiple blockers. Or possibly just go crazy on Gyruda here if they got another land. Let's see, what do you got? You're at 5 mana. Did you get a 6th? If not, Starfield Vocalist or... Oh, is it any creature on the battlefield? It is any creature, so they could make their own Dina. Alright, they're going for Starfield, but they're warping it? Why are you warping it? Do you have a blink card in hand? You can just cast it. Exquisite Blood again. You should have gone for the Dark Ritual. I don't know. Got a counterspell? Sink into Stupor. Okay, they bounced it again. They were getting it safe from hand disruption while holding up a counterspell. Yeah, holding up a little bounce. I was wondering if it's like, do I want to Dark Ritual it out? Not really. Poppycrook, congratulations on your Dina. Dark Ritual. Exquisite Blood. Scooch this baddie out of the way. Enjoy your card. And swing in for lethal. And the stuff happens. We combo! When the deck does the thing, it sure does do it. It's going. It's still going. And we're done. Great work. Azusa lost but seeking. I've run into an awful lot of these with this deck. I guess this Dina is just in the Strip Mine Azusa queue. Which, sure, I accept this. There's a Duress here. I'll keep the Duress on top, sure. I do have a Dark Ritual, which I can use to accelerate to something like Cruelty of Gix. I also could use it with some of these other cards, but I know what I want to do first. It's checking out their hand. What do you got? Crop Rotation, Spelunky, and Archdruid's Charm. This can tutor for a land. This can tutor for a land. But this one they can't cast right now, so I'm going to hit the Crop Rotation. Alright. A Spelunk. A Dust Bowl, that is land destruction. I'm gonna go for the Dark Ritual into Cruelty of Gix, Chapter 1. That's a lovely Lumra you have right there. I would like to see it dead forever. Now, they can use Archdruid's Charm to get rid of Cruelty of Gix before I tutor. They're not doing that. The way I was seeing it is like Cruelty of Gix lets me grab the Lumra, and if they start strip mining me, bam, I bring it all back. I will go for the Bloodthirsty Conqueror. I think it is safer against them, even though they do have that form of removal. Do I want a 4 or 5 cost card off Settle? 4 cost. Okay, Enduring Tenacity. Land. Yeah, Pock is making lots of extra lands for them. Archdruid's Charm, they are tutoring. Who do you tutor for, or what do you tutor for? Okay, there's the strip mine. Again, I don't mind if they strip mine me literally right here, because I'm gonna grab that Lumra if they do. But if they're smart, they'll wait. Good news, everyone, they didn't wait. Strip mine me, please. Yes, thank you, right now. So, not everybody is, like, thinking ahead. They're just thinking, I gotta destroy those lands and I need to do it now. Okay. Lumra. Bring it back now, y'all. One hop this time. I know I could save that for a life gain ping later, but I have other pieces here. Yeah, crisscross. Let players fall into their own traps. Hawk swinging in, not gonna block. Hi, Azusa. Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Dina. Swinging in, they will block. Yes, that's very ice of you. But destroying my lands doesn't do it. You have to take out the Lumra, or Dina, or Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Because none of you have reach. Oh, yes, it's very cool that you can make so many strip mines and destroy my lands. Look at Lumra shrink! Oh, she's so little! Do you, like, find a sick joy out of this? I'm sure they do. Block. Remember, they chose to use the removal that would stop the combo to search for strip mine. I do not need lands to win. We hit them for 5. Which causes me to gain a life, which causes them to lose a life, which causes me to gain a life, which causes them to lose a life, which causes me to... You already know how this goes. And we win the game! Yet another Azusa. Azusalated. Obliterated. Yep. Yep, it's going. It's almost there. I still had a land left. I could have even played a land for turn. Not a good game. I'm sick and tired of strip mine. Ren and Six. I have some removal for graveyard pieces here with Cling to Dust, so that is the kind of thing I want to keep against them because we know they're going to be strip mining. Ideally, I would have a cheaper, more repeatable way to hit their graveyard, but I'll still take Cling to Dust. The rest of this hand, though, not super useful. I will still keep it, though. Probably leading with the Blooming Marsh, just in case they get silly and play that strip mine on turn 1. Wouldn't be the first time I've run into a Ren and Six that's just like, hey, I went first, so I'm just gonna hit your lands. Ren and Six sure is a menace. They might go for some turn 1 ramp as well. Birds of Paradise, Kami Bamboo Groves, Strike It Rich. I'm going to pop down this Polluted Delta instead of the Blooming Marsh. A Lotus Cobra coming into play. And a fetch land on their side. That means this one land is actually 3 mana. 1 from the land itself, 2 from the 2 enter the battlefield triggers. That lets them play Ren and Six. And maybe grab one of those lands from graveyard. Or Tanook. Okay, cool. Tanook is just a very good landfall card. It's going to deal damage to me and draw cards. And I will surveil. Play this as a land and pass. I have very little I can do in this this early match. I could play Dina, but like it's not getting through Tanook. And I'd rather hold the Cling because I don't trust like that. And also if they just like target a land in their graveyard, I'll smack it. A land like that one. Scalding Tarn. Out of here. I can recast Cling to Dust from the graveyard. It just takes 5 other cards and 4 mana. Well, they had another wow, you've seen 3 fetch lands so far. I've seen 3 as well. Wow. I guess our hands are just loaded. A lot more useful for the landfall deck, though, than the me. They strike it rich. Play Dina. And a Goose. Goose will make a food. Even more fetches. Didn't even need to grab the one from the graveyard. They'll draw off Tanook. They're going to get more damage on my face. And they have enough mana for Itali, casting the top spell of my deck. It is, oh god, it's going to help the more Tireless Provisioner. And from them, Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Well, that one's kind of fun. I am not flourishing, chat. I am suffering. I can use one of my tutors this upcoming turn. And just try to live long enough to get to the combo. They haven't strip mined me yet? I know! Isn't that a nice surprise? I will dig for a card. I wonder which one. I'm gonna go Bloodthirsty Conqueror. And now I have to hope I have 5 mana next turn. No, I can't Beseech to cheat it out. I can't Beseech to, like, cheat out the 1 ring or a board wipe, though. Like sacrificing the food. Drop rotation. We're gonna get stripped. Stripped of the things we know and love. My god, it is Strip Mine. Strip Mine, they can play additional lands because of loot, which means they can actually destroy 2 of my mana this turn, which will cut me off from Bloodthirsty Conqueror. I would love it if they would ban this card. Me Marsh! And they do it again because loot lets them. I'm currently at 4 mana. And now, soon to be 3 mana. Also, they're like just banking so much extra off these two. Mm-hmm. We get strip mined. I was really hoping when I Cling to Dust on that plus before if they wouldn't have another land in hand. They sure did, though. So I'll have 4 mana next turn. Which is enough to do Fat Loaded Diddly Squat. If I'm still alive next turn, I might not be.
Things change when they don't replace your core. It feels so strange not to hate you anymore. But you wouldn't know, would you?
I'll die.
I was saying this to Batman.
Didn't even need the strip mines. The Wandering Minstrel. This is Yoshi P, going to be bringing in your lands untapped. And if you are playing around the town theme, will also be making 2/2 elementals and buffing up all your creatures. I built this as a town's commander, but I built it in standard. I think it's more of an amulet, just letting you bring in your good lands untapped if you're playing it in historic Brawl. So let's see what they do in Simic colors. Bringing in some lands for landfall. It's a 5-color commander, by the way, so this could just be like straight up 5-color landfall. You like the elemental token? It's cool. Show me my Final Fantasy 14s. I was playing a bunch of that on stream during my subathon. I kind of want to go play more of it. Sorry, I'm busy playing Final Fantasy Tactics. For anybody who is not watching on Tuesdays, I'm currently playing Final Fantasy Tactics, so you should stop by my stream for one of the best games of all time. So says me, the person playing it. I loved it as a kid. I like it now, too. What you got in hand? Aftermath Analyst. Cool. I could go for Dina, Galagreeters. Edicting one of these slows them down a tiny bit, but not a lot. I'm gonna go for Galagreeters. Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics got a remake. I'm actually a Tactics Advance stan, but Final Fantasy Tactics is also a really good game. It has much better storytelling, and they put out a remastered version that has, like, really good voice acting. The biggest downside to it is $50, which is a lot for a 25-year-old game. I think I played that game when I was like 9. I will make a treasure. I could also gain a life to make them lose a life, but I would rather do this. You can also build Wandering Minstrel as a 5-color Final Fantasy commander. That is true. Put in all your favorite Final Fantasy cards, because it's a 5-color commander. I've seen people do that with Gyruda because there's so many legendaries. Or King Noctis? Is that who it is? That's one of them guys. Alright, so this came in untapped because of this. And they had enough mana floating for Lumra. They're going to mill and bring in all the lands untapped. They actually did not mill additional lands there. They did mill a crop rotation. So far, this, by the way, a lot of Golgari. It looks like they might mostly just be a Sultai deck. We'll see if they get anything else. And also, no towns. Oh yeah, it's Exquisite. I was like, why are they attacking it? Oh yeah, because it attacks for 3 power. I'll go for Grim Tutor and grab one of my combo pieces. I think I'd rather do Conqueror against them just based on their colors. Oh, it's King Noctis is Kenrith? Oh, I'm sorry. Warrior of Light was Joda. Thank you, Syrup Accident in the chat. Yeah, this is townless behavior. They surveil. Nice bog. Swing for 7, because it is exalted. But right now, I have the combo lined up. Let's see if they can stop it. I will be using the treasure. When this enters, I gain life off the Galagreeters, which causes Dina to make them lose a life, which causes the Bloodthirsty Conqueror to gain me a life. They lose, they gain, they lose, they gain, they lose, they gain, they lose, they gain, and so far all they have is lands. Loads of them. But no towns. And no way to survive. We take them out. Easy peasy. GG. Shame about the lack of towns, but I get it. It's hard in a 100-card deck. Not enough towns got printed. GG. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you like seeing Dina in action. This is not the kind of deck I would normally choose to brew for myself, but it was a request through my subathon. Ulminati was kind enough to donate and requested a Dina deck. And this deck sure does work. As you saw, it can win very much through the combo. You could also build a version of this deck that's more based around sacrifice and life gain, but I find that in Brawl, just because of how spiky it is, you want to build around that combo. And it's a 2-card combo where half of it's in a command zone, which makes it very consistent. Though most people at this point know what to expect. They will kill Dina or these 2 cards on sight because, well, it's a combo, and it works. If you're looking for my deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you would like to suggest a commander, please let me know in the comments. We have a couple of weeks until Avatar: The Last Airbender comes out, and we're getting probably like 100 new legendaries with that set, if I were to guess, between that and a jumpstart. Which, yeah, we got some brewing to do in the meantime between Spider-Man and old commanders I've never brewed before, so if you have something you'd really like to see, please let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.